The other day I had a religious observation day at school, which, if you don't know, means that I have to go to school, but my teachers can't teach anything because there's kids out for the holiday. My English teacher decided to put on The Lion King because it loosely relates to Hamlet, and by that I mean, Uncle kills the dad, and there's a ghost. Kinda. So, yeah, not really at all. Anyway, realizing this, I then began to wonder, if The Lion King isn't a retelling of Hamlet, then what is it about? I asked myself this question as I half-watched the film from my cold, uncomfortable desk, and I believe that after much consideration throughout the film's 88-minute runtime, I have figured out a somewhat satisfying answer. It's not about murderous conspiracies, environmental disaster, or elephant graveyards. No, it's about something far scarier. Politics. You see, I noticed something interesting about the way the film portrays Mufasa and Scar's leadership styles, and the results that follow.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Wow.
Let's start by looking at Scar's rule, as his kingdom is the one we predominantly see at the climax of the film, and is meant to be the bad government.
I am the king. Yes, sire, you are the king.
From the shot we see at the end of the movie, we see that all the plant life is completely dead, water ceases to flow through, and all the animals, except for the lions and hyenas, have left. Why has all this happened? The film tells us directly that it's because of Scar's Iron Fist ruling and forcing the lionesses to hunt the area dry.
Where is your hunting party? They're not doing their job.
Scar, there is no food. The herds have moved on.
No.
Now let's look at Mufasa. Mufasa's kingdom looks beautiful. It's full of life and color, and all the animals seem to live in harmony. Mufasa is caring to his son and does his best to ensure that the circle of life is protected and that Simba becomes a good king. At first glance, Mufasa's kingdom looks great. Until you look at the subtext. Mufasa's subjects seem to have no freedoms or rights. He forces all the denizens of Pride Rock to attend his son's dedication, openly allows Simba to attack Zazu, who I might add is his most trusted advisor, and even Simba is able to abuse his power under this regime to force the citizens of Pride Rock to inhumanely stack themselves during the I Just Can't Wait to Be King musical number. Mufasa is a totalitarian monarch, using his power to get whatever he wants, just like Scar, only in much more subtle ways. I believe that he only respects the circle of life because he knows that if he were to overhunt, his lineage would end, essentially using the weaker citizens of his kingdom to sustain the disparity between the people and those in power. He banishes the hyenas because they are the only animals who may be able to oppose him, and without them he is able to cultivate and suppress his people and to sustain his family tree and position of power indefinitely. Both leaders are selfish, and they both seek to only use their governmental power for personal gain. The only differences between Mufasa and Scar is appearance and attitude. Scar is outwardly evil and ill-tempered, while Mufasa acts kind and patient. There is, however, a final king who I have not touched on. Simba. Simba's rule is not really shown in the movie, as he takes over right at the end of the film. However, we can estimate how he would rule based on the way we see him throughout the film. Many people, myself included on previous viewings, were likely led to believe that Simba was able to bring prosperity back to Pride Rock by implementing the same policies as Mufasa. After all, Mufasa was his father and was training him to take up the mantle as king. But I would argue something else had much more impact on Simba's life, and, by extension, his leadership. Timon and Pumbaa.
He's a big pig. Yup. You can be a big pig too.
You see, after his escape from Pride Rock, Simba spends several years in the jungle with Timon and Pumbaa, who teach him the expression Hakuna Matata, which means
No worries for the rest of your days.
they have an extremely laid-back approach to everything, and they quickly pass this on to Simba, who becomes acclimated to this lifestyle, allowing nature to take its course and for him and everything else in the jungle to do its thing. We don't see any conflict arise in Simba's life during this period, with the montage of him growing up even showing him much happier than he was as a child at Pride Rock. Simba becomes so comfortable in his new life that even after his childhood friend Nala finds him and encourages him to reclaim the throne, he is adamant that he does not want to be king and that things will eventually work themselves out as long as they just don't worry.
No, it doesn't matter. Hakuna Matata.
What?
Hakuna Matata. It's something I learned out here. Look, sometimes bad things happen.
Simba!
And there's nothing you can do about it. So why worry?
He is eventually persuaded to overthrow Scar and become ruler. But what kind of government would a laid-back lion such as Simba create? One with likely very little control over the freedoms of its citizens, allowing them to grow and prosper. So what is the movie trying to say with all of this? Well, Scar's government was too tyrannical and thus strangled its populace. Mufasa's government was methodically oppressive, which created large power gaps and bred political jealousy. But Simba's government, the one with the most net gain and the utopia we see at the end of the film, was a different form of government. Not totalitarianism, libertarianism. The message of The Lion King is not that countries need good, strong rulers to prosper. It's that they need no rulers. It proposes that the ideal form of government, one which does not violate the rights and freedoms of its citizens while also promoting strong growth and advancement, is a weak one. The Lion King is libertarian. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share on your LinkedIn. Let me know what other movie analysis or reviews you want me to make in the comments down below. Bye-bye!